And hello everybody, welcome back to Tousi TV, your global news channel. My name is Dan and I am your host, and today we're going to be discussing the shocking incident that has occurred in Greater Manchester as a police officer has been left seriously injured in a ramming attack. Now, this is not the first time that this has kind of happened. A similar situation has happened in the Greater Manchester area on Greater Manchester Police, but of course we are going to break down what has happened, and I'll give you an update on the police statement and of course, take your reaction in the live chat. So do get involved. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and all of that jazz. Now, in terms of this incident, what we know at the time of recording, guys, is that a 19-year-old man has been arrested on the suspicion of attempted murder after a police officer was left seriously injured in a ramming attack. The female officer was taken to hospital after the attack at a retail park in Cheadle, Greater Manchester, with police top brass calling the incident truly shocking. Now, again, that is absolutely disgusting to hear. I know that there is a bit of a division with the British public at this moment in time and the police, and you may have your opinion on the police in this country, but there is no way people should be taking the law into their own hands and carrying out acts of violence like this. Absolutely disgusting and absolutely shocking. I just want to show you an image of where this took place. Of course, this is where it was. And in a statement, the Greater Manchester Police said, "We received a report of people acting suspiciously inside a vehicle in the car park. As the responding police officer walked towards the vehicle, she reported that the vehicle was driven at speed towards her and hitting her. The officer was taken to hospital for treatment for her injuries." So again, at this moment in time, it doesn't look like the obviously seriously injured, but of course, thankfully, the police officer is not in a fatal condition, but easily could have been at a car driving at those high speeds towards her. But absolutely shocking and absolutely disgusting to hear. This is what the Force's Chief Inspector said with regard to this incident. He said, John Picton said, "This incident is truly shocking and shows how quickly situations our frontline officers attend can escalate. There is absolutely no explanation as to why this incident needed to end the way it did. Our officers go to work every day to provide an outstanding service to the communities they serve and achieve fantastic results in situations that are often challenging. Assaults on our officers are completely unacceptable and won't be tolerated. In this case, the officer suffered serious injuries. Our investigation is continuing and the officer is being supported by all of us at the Stockport District. She is recovering well," police also added. So thankfully, first and foremost, the police officer is recovering well, but of course has been left with serious injuries following this altercation. Now, again, by the looks of things, she was obviously called to the scene at that retail park. There was an altercation with the individuals in the car, and this individual took matters into his own hand and, of course, attempted to kill her. Again, just to clarify, the individual responsible for this has been arrested on the suspicion of attempted murder. So we will find out a little bit more later on. Updates will probably emerge, of course, in terms of who this individual was, what the heck happened, etc., etc. But again, a truly shocking incident. And no matter what people's thoughts are on police, people should not be causing this and inciting this level of violence against our officers. Truly disgraceful and truly shocking. And as I stated in the intro, ladies and gentlemen, this is not the first time that an incident like this has actually happened in the Greater Manchester area. Now, back in December, this guy Kyle Woods was sentenced due to a similar altercation where he had, of course, he's been jailed for 6 years after ramming his van into police officers in a bid to escape. So again, the Greater Manchester Police have seen a similar situation happened before and people turn in terms of retaliating. And this individual at the time, of course, was jailed for 6 years for the incident that happened back in May. So again, this is a second incident of a similar kind. But of course, the one there with the female officer that happened over the last day or so is truly shocking, and this time the individual has been not charged but arrested on the suspicion of attempted murder. So yeah, Truly, truly disgusting and truly, truly shocking. And I just want to reiterate again that I hope the police officer does make a full recovery from this. Again, guys, going to move over to the live chat and take some of your guys' comments. I've got a little friend for some weird reason. I don't know. I promise you, my apartment does not smell. He just just an invader that just came in. But yeah, let's go to the chat, guys, and see what everybody's saying. We've got a super chat, by the way, from Jenny Welsh. Of course, I'll bring it up. Guys, get your comments in there. We will take some super chats first, and then we'll move into the main chat as well. But let's go here. We got one from Jenny Welsh. She donates £2. So first and foremost, thank you, Jenny, for donating £2. She says, will Starmer stand by the police or attack this time? Again, unsure on that, but as I keep seeing fielded there in the comments, people talking about, is Amazon to blame in terms of the knife joke? But of course, people are saying, is the car manufacturer to blame? That's the way that our sort of government go. And the fact that we're joking around this, it is kind of on the borderline truth that, you know, they again, obviously not going to blame the car manufacturer, but due to the situation that happened with Axel and blaming Amazon for the knife sales as being the problem for knife crime within the United Kingdom, could we see our government blame car manufacturers for an incident like this? I like that joke. But in all seriousness, guys, this is absolutely disgusting and absolutely shocking, and no police officer should have to deal with this level of violence and intent. The individual tried to kill her. Reading the statement there, came at her at speeds, so was having an intent there to cause serious harm, did cause serious harm, but could have been a hell of a lot worse. So just want to reiterate that, whilst there is a laughing joke around the way that our government deal with things, which is truly shocking, this incident is absolutely vile. And again, I'm really thankful that the police officer is making a full recovery. We've got a new member here on the channel as well. Big shout out to Vladimir, becomes a new member. Hero, what a legend. Thank you for supporting the channel. Let's take some normal chats, guys. Let's see what people are saying. Gary says, sad for the officer. Any more news on the Argos incident? Again, that was obviously reported on Tousi TV recently with regard to it. And actually, no, there's been a bit of a media silence with regard to that situation. Again, looking to try and follow up. For those of you that, of course, don't remember that one, I think about 4 days ago, there was an incident that occurred in Croydon where an individual, of course, went in with a Rambo knife, a 7-inch blade, and started going on a rampage, stabbing and trying to kill, I believe, 5 people. 5 people got attacked in that incident. And 4 days later, no, we don't know an individual in terms of what he looked like, what his name was, the motive, all of these kind of things. But behind the scenes, we are trying to follow up, trying to see, and trying to get a bit more on this story. So if there is anything, we will keep you updated. But again, trying our best to try and find out a bit more information with regard to that incident. Again, that was absolutely shocking and something that should not be buried. 5 individuals being stabbed by a man. And the guy that, of course, did speak about the incident in the car, Joseph Denton, described it as actual horror. So, yeah, I want to hear a bit more on that one. But again, at the time of recording this live stream, there is no further update just yet. The Ules Warriors says, join Tousi TV Plus for membership, not via YouTube. Yes, guys, I want to remind you, of course, the YouTube memberships, that's grateful on Tousi TV for having so many people that, of course, are members on the channel. But yeah, for the extra content, head over to Tousi TV Plus. That's where the really exciting stuff is happening. And of course, do sign up over there. There is crazy stuff happening over there, that side. Again, I've only been part of Tousi TV for just over a week now. But starting to see on the back end and starting to see what's emerging. Really, really exciting stuff. And that's the place where you guys want to be. It also helps the channel out incredibly. But the stuff that is coming, the stuff already there, but the stuff that is coming in the future as well, different level. It's going to take this game to the next level. It's unprecedented, seriously. There's nothing like it in the space. Let's have a little look on some more chats, guys. Let's take some more. Has anyone got anything to say? Come on, you can spark conversation about anything, guys. A lot of chats coming in. Let's have a little look and see. Ewan says, I'm surprised the media is so quiet. In regard to that incident, yes. Again, the reason why I did see a weird correlation to that one that you're talking about in terms of Croydon, of course, with the mass attack with the 5 individuals stabbed, is that there was a Plymouth assault, of course, a stabbing, which left a lady obviously killed in Plymouth. There was a lot of chaos. I know Mayor covered that story, broke the news. But there was a manhunt following that, and obviously, unfortunately, the lady did pass away. She did die due to her injuries. But there was a full-scale manhunt, which lasted probably around 12 hours following that assault and that incident. And as soon as the individual was arrested on the suspicion of murder, his identity was then revealed. However, this mass attack, whilst no one was killed in that incident, it's past that sort of 48-hour period where we should... I know there can be another extension of another 24 hours, but it's certainly past that 72 hours, coming on to 4 days now, and there's still no more clarification or no clarity on what actually went down or who this individual was that went into that Argos warehouse and started going on a rampage. So yes, whilst those incidents happened on the same day, and yes, one was fatal, one was not, but the identity was revealed straight after the person and the individual was arrested. And the Argos warehouse was exactly this, not the same, but it was exactly the same. The guy was arrested at the scene, but still 4 days later, no more clarity, no more information on this one just yet. Let's have a little look. We know why the MSM is quiet, was the accused name. On this incident so far, guys, we just have the Greater Manchester police statement so far. There is no further information. This, of course, the news did break last night, so we'll probably find out a little bit more information later on in terms of the individual on this ramming attack. But it was a 19-year-old that was arrested, and of course a female officer that was left seriously injured. So again, it'll probably be a waiting time to find out the identity, the motive, what actually went down in the altercation in that car. But right now, we don't know the full scope of the ins and outs. It's still fairly fresh news at this moment in time. But, of course, we'll try and keep you updated here on Tousi TV if anything else emerges later on. Julie Keys says, okay, this is going to start a conversation with you guys. So we need Trump in this country. Now, again, the Prime Minister came out this morning, I believe, on following up with his phone call. We also saw reports yesterday of Trump lauding Keir Starmer, saying that he's done a great job and all of these kind of things. What's your thoughts on it? Is it a situation that kind of similarly happened with, of course, Macron from France? Is he just trying to charm the leaders? As I stated, he did so with Macron last time he was president. So does it essentially force them into a corner so they can't attack him? Is he playing it tactically, President Trump, or is it a situation that he actually believes that way? Again, I'm intrigued to know your thoughts on that down there in the live chat. What did you make of Trump's comments on Keir Starmer yesterday? What's everybody else saying? Martin, well, I mean, I think you guys know my opinion, guys. Do I think Keir Starmer's doing a fantastic job or a good job? Absolutely not. So I was surprised to see that. But again, could it just be a way of forcing them into a corner where they can't attack President Trump? Is that a situation? Is he playing it tactically? As stated in his last term, he did it with Macron. So is it a situation where he is just forcing them in a area where they can't speak bad of him? And of course, you can't just come out and lambast publicly all of the time in terms of leaders. But again, I am intrigued to know your thoughts on it down there in the comments, guys. What did he say about Starmer? What did he say about Starmer? I've got one here. Well, essentially, he said that he's doing a good job. Again, I think Keir Starmer came out recently saying that they had a phone call. Let me just go get the thing up. But yeah, Keir Starmer essentially said he just got off the phone with him, and there was a statement that came out via the MSM yesterday that Trump said that he's doing a very, very good job. Keir Starmer essentially said, I spoke with the President of the United States and congratulated him on his inauguration. I thanked him for his kind words on the loss of my brother. We discussed the importance of working together for security in the Middle East, for trade and economic growth. I look forward to meeting soon to strengthen the close ties between our countries. So that's what Keir Starmer said. And in terms of what President Trump said yesterday with regard to Keir Starmer, let me just get it up. Sorry, I wasn't prepared to speak about this in this live stream, but I'll just get up the quotes quickly. But keep the comments coming in. Let me know what you think. Yes. So essentially, Donald Trump said that Keir Starmer's doing a very good job thus far. He said, I get along with him well. I like him a lot. He is a liberal, which is very different to me, but I think he's a very good person, and I think he's done a very good job thus far. He represented his country in the terms of the philosophy. I may not agree with his philosophy, but I have a very good relationship with him. So that's what Trump said. And again, is it tactical? Is it an area to just so they can't attack him? They can't do anything? Or is it he genuinely feels that way? But Tariba says, Dan, it's called sarcasm. Didn't seem that way in the statement, but again. Yeah. Best Black says, that's fake. I would like to say so, but I don't think so. I think that, yeah, it's genuine. I mean, it's come from somewhere. It's come out of his mouth, sorry, Trump. And Keir Starmer, that was reading straight off his tweet there. But yeah. But yes, ladies and gentlemen. But of course, guys, I think this is a perfect time to round up. But do let me know your thoughts on this rising violence on police officers within the United Kingdom. Let me know your thoughts on this individual ramming attack on the female officer. And of course, let me know your thoughts actually as well with regard to what I said there on Keir Starmer and Donald Trump, as Donald Trump praised Keir Starmer down there in the comment section below. This has been Tousi TV. I've been Dan, your host. And guys, we are the media.